what do I think of this one? It's okay. It's so-so. I think I could have done a better job with it, but I think this might be the third time I've tried to paint a young lady drinking wine. And the funny thing is, I'm always like not happy with it completely, and yet somebody always wants it. So I guess that's a little measure of accomplishment and of success if somebody wants the painting. So maybe somebody will want this. What I am happy with is the glass and the wine itself. I think what I'm unhappy with is how I portrayed the girl. A lot of it had to do with probably the initial sketch. But anyway, I want to show you how I painted this today. And I painted it with these watercolors that I got from Debbie Bankston. So I want to thank her again for sending these to me. And in the opening of the video that's about to play, you'll see, I'll show you these, and I'll show you the artwork that she sent us. And it's really very sweet and very nice that you guys do that. So I don't have a whole lot to tell you about a girl drinking wine. I mean, it was based on a photo I found on Ustream, so it's, you know, there's something challenging about this subject, and maybe that's why I keep coming back to it. It is, like I say, it's maybe the third time I've tried to do this. I think one of the times was with pastel. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this subject that I don't quite get. Oh well. By the way, I do think that probably my weakest subject is florals, flowers. And some of you are outstanding with flowers. So, yes, Poppa Paints, the YouTube channel that you're watching right now, is not the teacher sitting here and the student sitting there. A lot of times the teacher is sitting here, and I'm looking at the artwork that you're putting on the Poppa Paints Facebook group, and I'm learning from you. So we're learning from each other, I hope. If nothing else, we're having a good time, right? We're sitting out, we're painting, you know, and making something that somebody's going to get. And in this case, it's probably going to be in the group of cards that I give to the church. And they're having an auction at the end of November. And I think what they do is they group the cards together that they think fit with one another. I'm not so sure who does that, but there's a lot of volunteers at the church who are familiar with art and curating. Curating is not one of my skills either. I have a very difficult time deciding which pictures go with which pictures, unless it's like all landscapes or all, you know, all from my local area, that kind of thing. I don't know what they'll group her with. But let me show you how I painted that. It was fun. It was fun. All right, I'll leave this video, go to the next one, and show you how I did this painting right here. Deal? All right. Good morning. Got another painting to do. Looking forward to it. But first I want to show you what Debbie sent. Debbie sent a bunch of stuff, including watercolors and brushes. But she also sent some of her artwork. And this is kind of cool. This is like a mini card, and she calls it an artist trading card. And Robin and I focused on the gifts from Debbie yesterday when we went to the post office box. But I wanted to show them in one of the longer videos. So that's this one here. So it's a nice painting of a landscape, and it comes in a plastic sleeve, and it's really a nice idea. You know, we've been doing greeting cards, but I had never thought about doing a trading card. That's very, very cool. Thank you so much for that again. And then, oh my gosh, this card, which looks like it took a long time to make. How do you even begin to do something like this? I don't know if you can tell. I'm almost afraid to pull it out. I don't want to damage it. But it's actually a card that opens up. And she wrote us a nice note. And look at this. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all pieces that are cut out. The dog, the fence, the trees, the little flowers in the background, the big flowers in the foreground, the grass, the different shades of grass, the different layers, the collar on the dog. It's all separate pieces of paper. That took some time, and that took some thought, and that takes a lot of talent. That is outstanding. Yeah, Robin wants to put that in a frame. So let me put it back in the plastic sleeve. Well, it sealed itself. Okay, there it goes. And that was very nice to find that in the mailbox yesterday. If you send us something and we don't see it right away, I'm going to blame it on me, because I always forget to go to the mailbox. We had a mailbox when we had a business before, but then we didn't have the post office box, I mean. But now we have a post office box, and I keep forgetting we have one. But anyway, thank you for that, Debbie. And then Debbie's painted this wood. I don't know what you call it, a slice of wood. And she made it as a gift to Robin. I don't know if you can see the words on the back. And on the front of it is a picture of a robin, a painting of a robin. So very nice. Robin said she might use it as a necklace. We'll see. But I know she'll use it as a Christmas ornament. That is so nice. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Debbie. And then Debbie also sent these watercolor paints. Oh my gosh, you guys don't need to be sending us stuff, but I appreciate it. I don't want you to think I don't. I just feel funny accepting gifts. Mei Lang? Mei Lang, is that how you pronounce it? That's the name. Mei Lang. Nice looking can. And then you open it up and it's got some paperwork. Oh yeah, okay. It's all in Japanese. I won't be able to understand it. And what is this? Oh, I know this is for, so you can, get samples of it. The other kit had something similar, but I didn't use it. Maybe I'll use it this time. Now, let me set that off to the side. Let me get my coffee out of the way. And take the plastic off of here, because I will use these right now. These will be my paints of today. Oh, these are individually wrapped. I might have to turn off the camera so I can take these off of here. So that won't waste any time on the video. So let me set that off to the side for a second here. I'm going to use an orange pencil, by the way, today for the sketch. And then Debbie sent us these brushes. And I have not had new brushes. I am not making this up. I have not had new brushes since, I'm telling you, I bet you my brushes are 20, 30 or more years old. So these are Princeton Artist brushes. And they're all round brushes, so I use round brushes a lot. So I will remove them from here. It's not easy. All right, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to undo all these and take these out of here and I'll do the swatches, and then I will come back with the camera. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I have all the paints now removed from the paper wrappers. What a beautiful selection of colors. And I did all the little swatches so that I have a better, more accurate understanding of what each color is, which is really helpful. So I'll set that off to the side. And I'm going to use my orange pencil, my colored pencil, to sketch today's subject, which is a young lady drinking some wine. Drinking wine. So I'm going to just sketch her in real quick. A little dip there, and put her nose here. It's a little bit too straight. Too straight. I'm using orange as the color for the sketch because I started to really not like when I used the graphite color, you know, because the graphite was too stark, and it interrupted too much with what I wanted it to look like, you know. So let's get this young lady's eye in here. I mean, this is a very simple sketch. And she's got eyelashes, so this will all work out nicely. Well, I'm looking forward to using the paints. So thank you for sending them again. Right, there's her eye. And there's the edge of her hair here. It's going to go up there. I purposely wanted it to be up against the edge of the card. Okay, now let's get her lip where she's sipping the wine. Her cheek comes down like this. And her lip. Looks like the glass of wine is going to go actually right across her nose. Her nose is actually in the wine glass. So there we go, right there. And then we'll make the rounded shape of the glass. Coming back around here. Looks like it flutes out a little bit. And then the tip of the glass is right here on her lip, of course. Only makes sense to put it right against her lip. And then we'll make a little bit larger lip there so we can see where she's holding the glass against her lip. And a little bit of a chin there. And her hair, of course. Just sketch it in. We'll get the hair over here. We don't really need much more of the chin. I think it's kind of all hidden by the hair. The glass kind of does that kind of thing. Okay. And then her fingers down here. Get her hand. Her thumb. Hands are sometimes the hardest thing, I think, to paint. Sometimes. Then her little pinky. Then the stem of the glass is right there by her fingertips. And it flutes out to the bottom. The glass flutes right to the edge of the card. And of course the wine itself is going to be equal to her lip. And that's all we're going to do. It looks like a big glass. I might have overdone the size of the glass. Guess what? I'm not going to worry about it. Just not going to worry about it. Alright, let's start putting some color into her. Let's see if we can make it look good. I'm going to use these brand new brushes. And I have my little swatches here. Let's see what color she could be. Let's see, so I think this color here, or maybe one of these over here. Maybe I'll use this color right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's that color, huh? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, isn't that something? Is that really the color? Yeah. Boy, see, that's why it's good to do swatches. Because it really doesn't look like that's the color. But it is. Alright, let's get this now on here. So we'll make it very light. Keep the lights on her nose and her face. We'll just keep the white of the paper on there. But we'll start out with this as the color, and we'll go ahead and use that for her hand also. Keep it very, very watercolory. Just get it wet. It's mostly just the idea of getting the color in there. There we go. Keeping that color a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to go for the other side, I think. Over here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. Okay. I'm going to use that one. Yeah, that might work nice. So you get that spread around a little bit. Give some shadows to her face. Right here around her eye. And water this down a lot. That looks pretty good. That looks like enough of a shadow. Yeah. I think so. All right, let's let that dry. In the meantime, let's go ahead and use some of this. Make the wine. Get the wine in the glass. Right to her mouth. Right to her lip. And we want it to gradually go down to a different shade, maybe a yellowish. Let the watercolor drag it down. Yeah, let it be a little bit richer at the top. Here we go. That looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and get some colors for her hair. I just try to imagine just a flowing hair. And we got that chin that has to dry still, so can't do much there right now. Just a hint of hair. And then down here too. But I gotta let that all dry. Otherwise it won't work. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's get some of this softened over here. So it's not so stark, so harsh. There we go. All right, let's get some of the darker colors now. Maybe this one over here. Whoops, I can see it's reversed. Let's see, so I gotta use this color here. That's what I need. I made a mistake. Not the first time in my life. Just kind of wet it down. Shadow from her fingers. Okay, so I gotta let that dry. What I'll do in the background, I'm not sure. But since I have to let everything else dry, I'm just gonna play with the background. Blues and greens, I think. Just have some fun with the background. Make sure we get that. Kind of trying to make it look like she's outdoors, and the background is kind of, out of focus. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I just am working it and see if I can make it look like a picture of a woman drinking wine. That's the whole idea. It's like carving an elephant, You just chip away everything that doesn't look like an elephant. You keep chipping away at it. I kind of like the idea of this girl being mostly backlit. So that's why the background should be very light. I'm kind of liking doing that, so. Just let the watercolor do its thing. Let it be very watercolory. Alright, there we go. Let's look a little more richness to that wine, I think. In some spots, just a little more. Let's use some of that wine color, since I have it on the brush, and give her a little bit of redness to her cheeks here. Let that spread around a little bit. Same as up here. Okay, let that dry. That looks nice. Okay, let me get some darkness here now. Still a little wet there. Maybe some of this. See if we can take up some of that water, some of that color, I mean. Some of this white now from the Dr. P.H. Martin from Deb. So I have a Debbie and a Deb who have contributed to today's art. There's a little bit of this, I think, to fix some of these areas here. I think that cheek could be a little bit higher. Definition under that eye. A little more definition here on the stem of the glass. A little bit more white on the bottom. Definition around her nose, and in fact her nose itself probably better off like that. A couple of streaks in her hair. Definition around her brow and the edge of her hair. All right, I think we have it done. We have our, oh wait, I don't have it done. Let me add a little bit more white to her fingertips. Just noticed that, I just noticed that that would be a much better look if I could give her a little bit more light around her fingers or the edge of her thumb. Yeah. Go ahead and put some water on that. Here we go. I guess that's okay. All right, we have our young lady drinking wine. Thank you so much, ladies, for sending me the paints and the brushes. Debbie and Deborah. Let me fold it now, make it a card. That's all right. I'm not sure who was going to want that one, but it's going to be donated to the church, and it'll be there for somebody to consider. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. All right, bye.